Diagonal Kamehameha? What? Dragon Ball Super Butouden 2 was maybe the game that I was most excited for to get in my life. From the time that I played the first game to the release of the second, I noticed that the only thing stopping me from being able to play the game on my Super Nintendo were two little plastic things in the cartridge slot. So after removing those, my importing time began. There are a ton of games that I will cover that are on that list of import games, but today is a big one. The journal reads, at the Japanese bookstore, I saw a magazine that said there will be a new Dragon Ball game. There's a story mode and you can shoot beams diagonally. Also, you can smash beams together like Gohan and Cell. I cannot wait for this. There is a way to actually order the game from a store downtown. Again, I can't wait. Kids now will never understand how cool it was to see diagonal beams for the first time. There's not really an innovation like that could ignite that spark of thrill that we got from seeing that. The first game, you always just shot the Kamehameha or whatever straight, and then it would kind of come into the bottom row and go towards the other character. But the diagonal shooting was something we didn't think we wanted, but we realized we needed. The graphics for Part 2 got a major upgrade, as well as the music and sound effects. As soon as I got the game, I found the code to unlock Goku and Broly from, I think it was Weekly Jump. At that moment, it was mind-breaking, because I had just seen the Broly movie, rented it from the Japanese video store, and it was so cool to see him in a game. You could actually play as the strongest Saiyajin. He was so huge and crazy strong in the game. It was way too much fun to use him. We had just seen the movie together right before we got the game in the mail as well, so yeah, we kind of went a bit nuts with it. So the gameplay is a bit faster this time, which was definitely needed. You can also charge up to shoot a ki blast. That was something you could only do in the air in the first game, and it was super slow. So with the new game, you just hit a couple buttons and you actually charge, and there's an animation for the charging, which is super fun to see. The voice samples were awesome to hear, especially at the time. A lot of that generation's games, you kind of have to suffer a different voice actor for the game versus like a TV show or something. So it was awesome for us to actually hear the real voices in a game. So it was the go-to game for the SNES for a long time in my group of friends. Coming back to get footage was a final flash of nostalgia. That's embarrassing. It's a dumb joke. I apologize. I loved playing it again though, and I mean, there are way better current generation games, but come on. Would I recommend Dragon Ball Z Super Butouden 2 today? Yes, I would. Even if it's just to see Broly's first fighting game debut.